as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Start. 18, 5 years. 70 Rangers. 73. 3. Go street.
In motion right, that's Wilson.
19 Lions. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger, 1979 Broncos.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Back to Walker on first down.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
And going right back to Walker.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. The slot man in motion right.
Hey, smash Broncos! Alert! Alert!
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Keon White got in there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Will go down, it's a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they moved the ball well there on the opening series. Running game was in sync. They were knocking on the doorstep, but ultimately, Charles, they'll have to settle for the field goal.
But they certainly were moving it well, and give this defense a ton of credit. Finally dug their heels in and forced the field goal. That's what it is, game partner. Will this offense look back at this drive and think to themselves, if we'd gotten 6, we'd be in a better spot.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Come on, set. Steal, check, steal, hut.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ritter going to change it up.
Rail, yellow. Hustle, hustle.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Strike. Check. Strike. Check.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs. And they were going to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Here is 3rd down and 4. In motion right, that's Wilson. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready, break.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the 1st down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball notch free when you're extended like that. So
there he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jahmyr Gibbs, 50 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the turnover sets it up, and then a touchdown run here on the ensuing play.
And Brandon, a lot of times you see teams take shots in the passing game on a quick change like this. They go right back and throw one for the end zone. Here they just called a running play looking to get a few yards. But he's able to work his way downfield and take it into the end zone. The end result, the exact same thing as going for it in the passing game.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, pass. 60 ball catch. 60 ball catch. 18 running. 18 running.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
They're going to look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And some room to roam now. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go now.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
From the gun, it's Walker.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Houston.
Kenneth Walker.
His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Texans have got it back to within a score. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Red, cycle.
Here's Ritter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Texans!
Garrett Wilson.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are once again back in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
Bengals 14.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Right. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
Check view.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Let's go now. Ready.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Black Ultra. Claws red. Hut.
Ritter to throw it.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Ready. Blue check. Claw 10.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's
So
go.
it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Set.
Ritter completes this quickly.
Touchdown, Bengals! From 6 yards away.
And the Bengals have moved out in front.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. First down now, but that clock rolling.
First down, Texans.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession up at the 44. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Now he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Needle.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This now a 3rd and 4.
Steel black. Needle blue. Ready?
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Set, ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Yellow. Blaster, stick. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw, Ritter. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Ritter. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On the double.
2nd and 10. Ritter. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And out of bounds right around the 20. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick here is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, break.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Dragon 60. Flag, flag.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And the half will begin with a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here is 3rd and 5.
6, mega, red, cycle.
Ritter back to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
White. Green jack. Set.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Black Ultra. Set.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
Under pressure, they got him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Let's go now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Drill green. Blue striker. Steel black. Set.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
2nd and 11. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Okay.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Ritter now.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Ready up. Rig alert, rig alert. Hurt, hurt. Right there, hurt.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Go, Chap. Go, Chap. Ready up.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. They're going to try and throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Garrett Wilson.
His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it,
They threw for it because, to me, it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Smack.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check, smack. Ready?
Another run for Gibbs here. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. 135 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On the ball.
Gibbs straight ahead. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop?
Ready.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
7 Pirates. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
1st down, Houston.
Running right, here's Walker. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Okay,
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Straight ahead, Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
12 yards on the play, but it's 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back to throw here. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he is out of bounds here. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Just shy of the goal line.
On the check.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. It's a quarterback sneak. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's just so unusual to see a loss of yardage on a quarterback sneak play. Give a lot of credit to the defensive front. They weren't permitting anything.
Yeah, from the naked eye, they only needed 2 or 3 inches there.
Yeah, and how do you go from needing 2 or 3 inches to losing yardage?
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Half the 60, half the 60, cut 19, not saying 19, dragon 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Ready, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And they'll run the option to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And, you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Texans 31.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on second down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The tight end in motion right.
18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Trap 60, trap 60.
2nd and 5. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, pass. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. Here comes 2nd down.
Hurt. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds takes it inside the 40.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This is 1st and 10.
Check. Big Lion.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. He's back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Now 2nd and 4.
60 Vikings.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing...
And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Trap 60.
They'll look to throw, and they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. Pushing through the contact, and this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on